welcome. I'm Joey Bridges. I'm joined by my brother James Bridges. On a side note, yes, we are twins. Someone asked me that once.
I know, I get asked that too.
Go figure.
Especially when you're not there.
Alright, what we're going to talk about today is, I think, a topic that many agents, it sounds cool, maybe you've heard it before, maybe you even haven't, but it's something you haven't really delved into how to actually put it all into place, and that's automation. Not maybe necessarily a robot, but that would be cool. But automating a single piece of your business. Start with one, because I think a lot of people, for those familiar with what we talk about, hey, we want you putting 4 systems in place in your business. Each system is to do 2 closings a month. That means how many closings?
8 closings.
8. Someone said to me once 6.
I know, I asked if I could calculate their commissions. Can I calculate
All right.
what you get? Yeah.
So, start with one, though. Start with one system and putting that into place in your business. And I think the key part about automation is really deciding what you're going to do and what best fits your personality. So let's give a little bit of an example, I think.
Well, yeah, and I think that the challenge is, like, it sounds more complicated than it really is. It's just really, here's what some of the challenges are. You know, when you start doing one piece of marketing, let's just say you're, whether you're doing open houses or maybe you're doing Craigslist, and it starts to work. That's awesome. Yeah, you're getting leads, you're putting buyers under contract, you're getting sellers, doesn't really matter. And then as you start getting, transactions closing, you're so busy, you forget to keep doing what made those transactions happen. You forget to go hold more open houses, or you forget to go post more Craigslist ads. And the problem with that is you end up on the income roller coaster. So, hey, cool, one month you close 6, and then the next month you close 1. And then because you're not busy now you go back and do that marketing that's working, so then you can go back and close 6. But then you keep running in a cycle, and it's not clear because you don't have someone else, kind of in your ear going, hey, go do the marketing, We're in your ear. If you're with us, we're in your ear saying, hey, go do it.
Jamie's
make sure
in my ear. It's scary.
It's scary. Do it, and that's really the challenge. In automating your marketing, you can have that consistent level of closing, 6, 10 a month, because you've taken yourself out of the equation. Whether that means, hey, outsourcing it or having automatic follow-up, which we're very, very big on. And by the way, just side note, automatic follow-up does not mean an out-of-office reply on your email. That one kills me. You wouldn't believe how many we get each day from agents that we're in touch with.
And it doesn't have to be, as James said, it doesn't have to be complex, but it does have to be very easy to use and very simple so that it gets done. Simple, James is, I don't know, maybe this is going to turn into a really big phrase, so I'm going to give him credit right now for it. Simple is the new complicated.
Thanks, I'm glad you brought that out.
Let's see if that happens and catches
Simple's the new complex.
Simple's the new complex. So here's... Let's see, complex.
Yeah.
Complex or complicated. He's going to trademark both.
Yeah, both.
Totally.
It's ours.
Yeah, it's James's. He's got it, but I will take credit for it also. I will latch onto it. All right, pick one system. We're getting off track here. Pick one system to automate in your business first. Let's say Expires. And let's keep it simple. Have a website dedicated for, we like websites, so that's our niche of the world. We're just giving you an idea here. Take a website completely focused around just Expires. Then, as James said, you want automatic follow-up for when you're at listing appointments, prospecting off your other marketing, or having time with your family, so that when someone opts in for more information, they can easily find out without you having to be involved. It's doing the sales for you. Now, here is another thing, too, to keep in mind.
Now, before you get to that, doing the sales for you does not mean talking about yourself and this automatic follow-up. That's very, very important. No, you need to...
Being a salesperson's horrible.
Yeah, the follow-up has to reach to that person's pain, has to give them opportunity to solve it, and it has to give
pain
at least...
Is good.
Yeah, pain is good.
It
has to give them at least 3 different ways for them to reach out for help. That means they can email you back, they can call you back, or they can revisit your website. That's what a good automatic follow-up will do.
And it has to do it, we can't do it just for 2 days and then be done. Especially with like Expired. You need to have at least a 4 to a 6 week follow-up Expired. Now here's what people start getting bogged down with when we start saying websites. Well, hey, so I have to have SEO, I have to have pay-per-click. We love SEO and we love pay-per-click. It doesn't have to, though, depending upon the system that you're automating. Let's just take Expired. You can crank all day long. 3 ways you can get someone to your Expired website. If you had an Expired website, for instance, website, these all work the same. You can actually call somebody, go figure that. You could call them and leave the voicemail of the web address. Get them there. You could send them a postcard, way number 2. You could send them a letter, way number 3. And actually, even number 4, even if you stopped by and knocked on their door and said, hey, look, I don't want to... I'm not trying to convince you to list your home.
That's bonus. We don't want you to have to go.
No, I don't. I prefer you not, because it takes away some of the leverage. But I thought of the bonus way forth. If you were out visiting on your way home, you could stop by. Hey, look, take the postcard, hand deliver it. Hey, no, I don't want to give you anything other than some information on how you can make sure your home sells this time guaranteed. So there's a lot of different ways to automate the system. By the way, that doesn't even have to be you. You can have somebody else do that for you. So it can be a way to do it, but the whole thing needs to be streamlined. So all you do is make sure people show up, and then it follows up, and you're following up on your leads.
Yeah, the real key, and like you mentioned, I think the real key is just take one system to automate at a time. Otherwise, it can seem a little overwhelming. Whether it's an expired system, a short sale system, like buyers using Craigslist, choose one system, just one, but automate each step of it. From, hey, maybe you send your postcards out to a third-party company, so they just get the list from you, and they're always sending out the postcards, and then people are always opting into your website, and you're only following up with those people who opt in. Very, very simple, but just take one system, automate it, and you go, wow. Then no matter how many transactions you're closing, your marketing's always working for you. People will be emailing you, calling you, and visiting your website for more information. But just start with one, and it won't be overwhelming, and that's the best way to get started.
And one last thing I think that I find happens to a lot of people, don't bog down in the details. You know,
get it going.
Just get it going. Get it up and running. I mean, you
gotta try something.
You have to try something. You have to get it going. Do not bog down in every niche detail. That'll cost you 2, 3, 4 months, maybe even a year of trying to understand everything. Just make sure you automate one system, start with there, and then once you get that down, add another system and move on accordingly. All right, on behalf of James, I am Joey Bridges. To your success with the simple is the new complex. That's James's new phrase. Let's see how that catches on.
It's our book deal.
It
could be our book deal.
Simple is the new complex. Simple is the new complicated. Have fun making things more simple and automating them. And to your success with automation.